My name is Mary Kay Carson, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a nonfiction author. I've written more than 50 books about space, nature, science, and history topics like the sinking of the Titanic. Some of my most recent books are Park Scientists, which is about scientists doing research projects in our national parks. And another is Beyond the Solar System, which is a book about black holes, galaxies, and stars, and the discoveries that led to what we know about deep space. A couple other books that I've recently written include titles from the Good Questions series, How Strong is an Ant, and What Makes a Tornado Twist. I've also written a number of books that have connections to the state of Ohio, including The Wright Brothers for Kids, which is about Orville and Wilbur, who lived just up the road in Dayton, and The Underground Railroad for Kids. Ohio was, of course, a very important state during the Underground Railroad. My path to becoming a writer was a bit unusual. I was always a big reader, I still am, but I didn't write as a kid. I was never on a school newspaper or wrote stories. I was actually a kid who loved animals, had lots of pets, and I was in 4-H, raised rabbits as a kid growing up in southwestern Ohio. We lived in a rural area in Claremont County, and I spent a lot of time roaming the woods and creeks there. And I even went to a year of high school at the Cincinnati Zoo before going on to study biology in college. I really credit my love of nature with the time I spent growing up in southwestern Ohio. And when I moved back to Ohio in 1997, all of the birds and spring wildflowers and trees seemed so familiar that I knew I wanted to stay. I ended up marrying a nature photographer, and we bought a 100-year-old home here in the city of Cincinnati that's surrounded by green space that we're trying to restore the native habitat. I'm excited to be coming to the Ohio Educational Library Media Association Conference in Columbus on Friday, October 24th. I'll be giving 2 sessions. The first session is called Telling True Tales, and I'll share some of the true stories from my books, including the daring deeds of Underground Railroad heroes and my adventures in bat caves and national parks as a scientist in the field author. The second session is called What's New in Nonfiction, and in it I'll feature some of the new and exciting, highly illustrated, engaging kinds of nonfiction books that are coming out now for readers of all ages, and those that I've written as well, including a book app. I look forward to meeting you and sharing my books. My name is Mary Kay Carson, and I'm an Ohio author.